Welcome, everyone. Tonight, I want to take you on a journey through quiet towns, endless roads, and secret lives. This is a story about family, about secrets, about courage hidden in the most unexpected places. It begins with a photograph, a symbol, and a few carefully kept letters. At first glance, they seem ordinary, but as we follow the trail, we realize that each object, each clue, carries a story waiting to be discovered. You might wonder, as I did, who was Aunt Marie? Why did she leave so many hints instead of answers? And what legacy was she protecting that no one knew about? We're going to follow her footsteps together, through the shadows of red herrings, the weight of family history, and the truths that wait quietly, sometimes for decades to be understood. And as we travel with her, ask yourself, what would you do if you uncovered a secret like this in your own family? What courage would you find in yourself? The beginning secrets. The funeral was quiet, but not peaceful. The old Louisiana town seemed to hold its breath, the Spanish moss hanging from the oaks like ancient curtains. The air was thick with humidity, the kind that presses against your skin and makes every whisper feel louder than it should. I stood beside my cousin Paulo, feeling the weight of both the moment and the absence of years. I haven't seen him since we were teenagers. He had always been steady, calm, the kind of presence that anchors you without trying. And now, beside him, I felt an unspoken understanding. We were about to step into a story that had been waiting decades for someone to notice. After the service, a small bundle was handed to us. It wasn't much. A photograph, a folded letter, and an object wrapped in plain brown paper. I untied the string slowly, almost afraid of what I might find. The photograph was black and white, faded along the edges, a younger version of Aunt Marie standing by a train platform. The ink on the back had faded too, leaving only initials and a strange, intricate symbol. No name. No explanation, just a hint. I looked at Paulo. His fingers traced the edges of the photo. "Do you recognize it?" he asked. I shook my head. My pulse quickened. The photograph felt like the first ripple in a pond of secrets reaching out to pull us in. Sister Ruth approached quietly, her presence like a soft sigh. She had lived next door to Aunt Marie for years, tending her garden, watching from her porch, and knowing more than anyone let on. She looked at the photograph, her eyes deep and unreadable. "Your aunt carried a weight most never saw," she said softly. "If you follow these clues, you'll see a side of her none of us expected." That night, in the dim light of Aunt Marie's bedroom, I opened the cedar chest. I half expected it to be full, like with quilts and shawls, and the clothes that always seemed to have a story of their own. But it was empty. The emptiness felt loud, a presence in itself. Someone had taken them, or perhaps she had hidden them so they would never be found. Paulo and I exchanged a glance. We knew then that this was only the beginning. We would follow the initials, the photograph, and every subtle clue across Ohio, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and Mississippi, until we understood who Aunt Marie really was. And perhaps until we understood the truth about ourselves.